First thing that we are going to do in this video is look at the different ways that we can incorporate graphic design. I'm going to use coolors.co, which allows you to create color palettes. To change the palette, just click the spacebar. The next element is shape. You can do this in a variety of ways. Either create a shape from the line tool or pick from pre-made shapes. This is the Google Slides version. There are a lot less shapes, but there are a lot of things you can still do with the shapes that you have. The first theme I have here is texting. I made a background with a light gradient, then added a blue and green text bubble. I wanted this rectangle to look like a phone screen. I made it light gray at first, but later changed it to white. In Arrange, I had to set the rectangle to the background so it wouldn't overlap with the text. I'm adding Wi-Fi and battery. If you don't have these shapes, you can Google search PNGs of the icons, and the PNGs shouldn't have a background. I'm making this rectangle a gradient that blends in with the top of the screen so that it looks more like the regular texting that you see on your phone. Then I made a message bubble. I made it white and then made a border around it. Here's when I decide to make the background lighter. I thought that the slide looked pretty plain on the sides, so I just put gradient colored phones around the main part of the slide. I stuck with the theme of blue and green, and on the green side it was a little bit too light to stand out, so I made the phones on that side a little bit darker. This next one would be a really easy slide to do for any Google Slides users, because instead of the drink icon like you see here, you can just use trapezoids for the drinks and rectangles for the straws. The font I'm using here is Futura. This last slide is really easy to make. I just found images on Unsplash that were similar in color and I put them on this slide. I just looked up the word gold for the first image and then sparkle for the second image. This would be a good title page. The slides looked pretty empty, so I found an image of Bitcoins and put those in the space. To remove the background, I used Instant Alpha on Keynote. If you're using Google Slides, you can search up PNGs. Thanks for watching!